hello, magical mothering group, and hello to you. I am so grateful you are here. Today, day 5, we've got some magical healing and empowerment and wonder to do. I'm back a little bit further because I'm actually going to be doing some dancing with you today. So if you were not prepared for this, that is okay. So say hello, say whether you're here live or watching the replay. That way I can see you and honor you and create space with you. I think we're all good. I think this is working. Okay. So today, hello. So today, let me start this over real fast. Maybe? Is the connection working now? All right, beautiful. Hello. So today we are going to be doing something so fun. I created this form of dance. Let's see, it was almost 2 years ago now, maybe like 18 months ago. So this is a form of dancing that I created just because if you are anything like me, sitting and doing meditation is really difficult. So for me, I found that I was actually able to get less distracted by moving my body. I was actually able to stay in the present moment by actually utilizing my body and utilizing tools that I have learned and been practicing for more than 10 years now. So including Reiki and energetic healing and working with auras. So these are things that are now jumping into the land of energy or metaphysical or woo-woo, as you may know it as. So I just want to say good morning to those who have hopped on live. T. Marie, Brandy, Erica, Violet, thank you so much for being on here live and taking the time to jump in and be a part of this with me and with us. So let me give a little bit of a brief sharing of what Auric Dancing is. So Auric Dancing is exactly that. We are going to be cleansing our aura and really connecting with our auric field. So our aura, it's also called our energetic body. Hi, Sia! It's also called our energetic body or etheric body. Okay, so if you're in like the late 1800s, it was very much known as the etheric body. And so our aura is our energetic around our body. So I'm sure you guys have seen pictures of like the light around the body. It can be anywhere from, very much like a millimeter off the body all the way to many hundreds of feet from the body. If you've ever who here has ever worked with their energy field? Just so I can get a feel for it. So just say yes, I have, yes or no. If you've worked with your energy field or your aura before, please just say yes, or give a little heart or give a thumbs up. If you have not, if you could just put no in the comments, I have not. That way I can kind of gauge where everyone is in this space. Sia, yes you have. Okay, great. I saw a few hearts going. No. Okay, Maria, no. Perfect. Beautiful. I love it. I love the yeses just as much as I love the no's. T. Marie, no. Okay, perfect. I love it. And so our energy body is our first line of defense. So Violet, no. Oh, lots of no's. I love it. Okay, great. This is exciting. I love sharing information that I use on a regular basis, and I forget that not everybody is even aware of what I'm talking about half the time. So I'm really grateful for you guys having this interaction so that I can see where you guys are. And good morning, we've got lots of people joining us. Good morning, Joel and Lauren. Good morning. And so The energetic body is the first line of defense. If you have any, okay, all forms of dis-ease, of emotional buildup, of trauma, of sickness, body aches and pains, they all start and they can all get through into our physical body by first penetrating through our auric field or energy body. Okay, does that make sense? Yes, no? There's a lot of people that are new to the whole energy work, so I just want to make sure that I'm taking this a little bit slower and really explaining that way everybody can feel like they can really latch on and create space with this idea. So if this makes sense, just do a little thumbs up. Yes, yes. Okay, beautiful. So in our auric field, I would like for you to imagine, we've been doing a lot of the visualization with our imagination or our mind's eye, and I really want for us to use our imaginations to imagine what our auric field looks like. Now, about 5 weeks ago, things started kind of going a little chaotic for myself and my family. And I'm sharing this because I want you to know what happened, and because I wasn't focusing or paying any attention to my auric field during this time. So about 6 weeks ago, we left California to drive across the country to go to Delaware. And our car broke down in Ohio. We had to get the transmission replaced for the second time within a 6-week time frame. And things were really starting to feel chaotic and overwhelming. And I was just very much being present to that. I wasn't feeling very much of the overwhelm despite the things going on. But then I decided to do something. I decided to harvest chicory root. And people kept saying, hey, there's chiggers, be careful. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I'm one with Mother Earth. Well, what had happened is I didn't notice how much of the stress of what was going on with the transmission and traveling and trying to get to Delaware and being stuck in a parking lot for a week. I didn't notice how much my auric field had started getting these little gray spots, had started getting holes. And I want you to be mindful when people talk about being able to see auras. They're not, okay, there's 2 ways of seeing auras. You can see them physically with your eyes. There are some people who have that ability. And then there's some people who actually see auras in their mind's eye around people. Okay, so, and I don't even want you to be concerned with being able to see your aura. It's very much, I want you to use your intuition. I want you to use your own empathic abilities to just feel it. I can feel that there's some grayness, there's some darkness, some heaviness over here in my own aura, okay? So I just want you to kind of play, I want you to take your hands and just kind of feel your way around you. And it might just all feel the same, or it might feel like, oh, okay, this is a little heavy. You might not understand why it feels that way, but just trust that. And so just kind of start feeling around. And so what I had noticed in my own aura, which I didn't realize until after I had gotten chiggers, which I've been wearing a bathing suit at the lake and they probably all think that I'm crazy. So I have chigger bites all up and down my entire body. And I got chigger bites because my energy field let it in first. My energy field had holes and blockages and huge vortexes of openness because of the stress that I allowed in, and I wasn't taking care of my auric field first. So this is always what we want to pay attention to first. I have a lot of other resources that I teach in my Remembering Your Magical Self group, which I actually have recorded. I am getting the book written for Remembering Your Magical Self, and it is soon going to be, hopefully by the end of the year, in a Udemy style course. If you're interested in the Remembering Your Magical Self group, today. I actually have a whole email system that gets sent out weekly, but that's another aspect, and it is available if you're looking for more of these resources. So we want to just kind of start feeling around our aura, and this can feel kind of silly. That's okay. It's great to feel silly. Being silly actually like releases our aspect of feeling defensive, and it brings us back to a very childlike state. So and if you want to stand up, that's even more perfect. So you can stand up, and I want you to imagine, you could close your eyes and just start feeling around you. If you feel like your auric field is closer to you, you can just kind of start feeling around you. And I want you to then imagine that the back of your body is now in front of you, and to scan the back of your body. Okay, and I'm kind of doing a scanning for everybody here as well. Know that if you're here live or on the call, I am still scanning. So as a healer, I'm able to kind of multi-dimensionally work with many people at a time. This is how I do all of my group work. This is how I do a lot of the healings and workshops that I do. So there is a collective kind of gray energy down around the roots, which I find actually really surprising since we just did that root healing the other day on Wednesday. But whatever this is, there is kind of this collective energy in and amongst this group. So we're going to focus a lot down here, okay? So this is the root. Anything below our root chakra, our legs, hips, knees, ankles, feet, anything having to do with this is all about our root chakra and feeling safe. So I just want to go through. We have our auric field, which surrounds us, and then we have our chakras. Has anybody not heard of chakras? Just say no, or if you have not heard of a chakra. If you have, just put a thumbs up real fast or a heart. That way I know that you've heard of a chakra or not before. So chakras are the energetic centers actually physically on the body. Okay, cool. Thumbs up. Yes, chakra. There are many chakras. Okay, so many chakras. There are not just 7 of them. The 7 main chakras are what most people pay attention to. I do have a whole YouTube video on the chakra set and how to use the chakra stones with healing. And of course, I didn't bring them out here with me while we're doing this, but that's okay, okay? So root chakra. If you take your hands in a diamond-like shape, I like to kind of focus that this is the root chakra, okay? Pointing down. Everything from your pelvic bone, okay? From the pelvic bone down, pointing down, is the root chakra, okay? So this is the root. If you're standing and you kind of want to wiggle it, see how loose or not loose it is, kind of just get a feel for it. Hello, Gail and Jennifer and Anne and Crystal. Welcome, welcome. So here is our root chakra, okay? And we move up one more to our sacral chakra. Here's our sacral, so it's really lower back. If you have any lower back issues, they are often coming from resentment and anger being held in the lower back. All the way around, this is our female reproductive system. These are all of these lower organs, digestion, all of these kinds of things. And I'm saying this because each chakra very much is in alignment with the physical symptoms of the body. Again, the energetic centers are our first line of defense as we build these up and help open or clear out. So the chakras can be open, closed, or blocked. If you have had a lot of trauma and life does not feel very safe for you, or if you're in an unhealthy relationship, or if you're still working with boundaries with people, I highly suggest that you clear out any chakras while we're doing this and then close them back up. This is not usually what is suggested by healers. They say, open your chakras and stay open. I do not. If you have trauma, if you're dealing with an abusive relationship, if you are healing things that make you feel really unsafe, close those bitches up. okay? Close your chakras. Do not allow more trauma and angst and drama into your body through your energetic centers. You can unblock them and then just close them up, okay? All right, so we've got our sacral. This is very much our creativity. This is where we birth ideas. This is where we, with our intuition lies, okay? Yes, okay, beautiful. So that's the sacral area, lower back and the front. Then we have our solar plexus, right beneath our diaphragm. And colors, root, red, sacral, orange. Now we're on yellow for the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is our place of empowerment. So this actually wraps around, again, it's an entire band, mid-back, all the way to underneath our diaphragm, so all the way to the ribs, down to about the belly button. This whole band around. So any of the organs, this would be stomach, liver, kidneys, anything going on in this area is really... And, okay, there we go. Sorry, if it's going in and out a little bit, know that the recording will be available. Okay, solar plexus, empowerment. This is our place of really having any self-control. This is our place of empowerment. This is our place and source of being an individual, okay, in this solar plexus area. Next, we have the heart, which actually goes from the bottom of the ribs all the way to the collarbone. This is our biggest area, and it is all the way, so your shoulders are not included in this. That is part of your throat chakra, so collarbone and below, and again, shoulder blades. So anytime there's this pain in the back of the shoulder blades, this has been an area of betrayal, backstabbing. So know that if you're holding any tightness back there, heart chakra. Then we have the throat chakra, which actually goes all the way up to the ears right here. So the throat chakra includes your ears, because speaking is just as much a process of being able to speak and listen, okay? Throat chakra is from the ears down all the way the neck and the shoulders, the actual tops of the shoulders, okay? So in here, so neck, full neck above the collarbone, below the ears. This is the throat chakra. Very much nasal passages down here, things, so throat, ears, nose. They very much go together, throat chakra, okay? Because very much these are all affected by each other. Okay, throat chakra, speaking your truth, being able to share openly your ideas and opinions without being fearful. There's a lot of throat chakra stuff coming up with people speaking their opinions or speaking what they're passionate about. I did a Facebook Live in my personal Facebook yesterday, having kind of a rant and not, saying, I don't care if you believe something differently than me. This is about speaking our truth and really honoring each other's emotional reactions that people are having right now in this kind of intense time that we're going through. It's not about being right or wrong. It's really about honoring that somebody else might have something different that they feel passionate about, and that is okay. Very much the throat chakra space. Then we have the third eye, that if you've noticed, we've been working a lot with the third eye, opening up the imagination this week, opening up our ability to see clearly, to maybe see ourselves in a new way, to see what's possible. This is very much what the third eye is, having a vision and a purpose. And this is what I work a lot with my clients about, is having a clear vision, a clear purpose, a clear understanding of who and what you are. And I notice a lot of the women who did the inner child and magical mothering exercises that have worked with me before talked a lot about how their vision now is that they are stepping into their magical mother. They are this embodiment of their higher self, whereas when we first started working together, they were very much separated and disconnected from that. And lastly, we have our crown. This is definitely not the bottom. This is very much the top. Our crown is our ability to connect with source energy, whether that be the Holy Spirit, God, the goddess, whatever name, Allah, whatever name you have for source energy, the earth. This is very much the ability to connect with the divine, however you perceive that. Now, I had a crown block when I first started getting into energy work because I had a really hard time. I grew up in a Christian home, and I had a hard time connecting back with the divine after I stopped following a religion. And so know that this divine connection is not a religion or a religious connection, but very much a deep and intimate personal connection with the seeing that there is a source higher than yourself. So very much a higher power, knowing that there is some sort of cosmic or divine or universal or God that is, holding this space for us. Okay? All right. So those are the chakras very briefly, and now we're going to start dancing. Yay! Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining us, I'm so happy you're here. Hop up, and if you need to hold your phone, I want you to get moving today. Movement and healing are simultaneously happening, okay? When we move our physical bodies, health and longevity are happening at such a more rapid pace. So, we are going to start at the root, okay? Nope, we're actually going to start at the crown. Sorry. Auric dancing is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to start at the crown, and I want you to just take your hands and start clearing away your aura. Okay, this is going to be just focusing on our aura. And then on the way back up, so move your arms. Imagine you're cleaning your whole aura, making it shiny and sparkly, like wax on, wax off, however you need to do it. Feel like you're actually shining your aura around you, okay? So start at the top, forward and backward. Welcome, welcome. And now we're going to be cleaning in front of our third eye area, and we're just going to clean the aura around our whole body, just kind of paying attention to any spots that we may find. If you feel like, oh, you know what, that could be a gray spot, don't question it. Don't question it. So go ahead and just start moving around. And if you feel like, okay, there could be like a little swirl there, smooth it out. If there's a little crack, fill it in with your magical light plaster, okay? However, whatever comes to you is right. There is no wrong way to do this. You can absolutely feel silly if you want, but don't worry, we're all being silly and feeling silly together. I do not take my Reiki or light work or healing. Don't ever take it so seriously, because guess what? When you take things too seriously, you stop being and connecting with what is real, which is fun and being present. And so continue to work your way around. Now we're getting into the heart of it, and we're getting into the empowerment of it, and just kind of really, and as I'm getting lower, I'm feeling the energies are getting a lot more dense. They're not so light. And so we're just going to start like really, I'm going to do like a washing machine, and I'm going to wash. I've got this cool skirt on. I'm just going to wash it. Again, have fun with this. So much we think of meditation as this serious practice. And yes, we have to be present, but that doesn't mean that we don't get to have fun in it. Like, I like to imagine, I like to include my inner child in so many of these exercises. And like, my little child is like, yes, like a spinny skirt, washing machine, I'm cleaning, yay. My inner child loved cleaning. Like when I was little, I loved cleaning. Now I'm like, So incorporate your little child into so much of what you do, and it'll be so much more fun. Okay, wiggle those legs, shake the feet, get all of that nice, clean, magical energy there, okay? And from this point, we are going to plant our feet. We are going to root them down. These are now our roots. We are firm. There's no pushing us over, okay? We're firm, we're planted. We're gonna catch our breath. Okay. Now we are going to work our way up, And we're going to just kind of clean out any blockages. These are called blockages in our chakras. Okay, we're just going to clean them out. And if you don't know what you're doing, perfect. Doesn't matter. You're here, you're present. I am helping and creating space to do this for and with you. And then after we go through each one, you have the choice of keeping your chakra open or closing it. And you can decide if you want to open it and close it whenever you want. Okay, this is really important. All right, nice, solid, firm, rooted system. And we're just going to pull that energy up our feet, up the ground. So imagine the other day when we were deep in the Mother Earth with those roots. Imagine that again, that these roots are up, coming up. The energy of the earth is coming up your legs into your root. Remember, it's this diamond. And the internet is going a little in and out. Know that this is all being recorded for you, though. So clear out anything that is creating any stagnation in your root right now, in your hips. Release. And before we move on to the sacral, I would like for you to consciously choose whether to open your root chakra or to keep it closed. Okay? So now is the time. Decide if your root is going to stay open or if you are going to close it, but it has cleared out any blockages that it needed to right now in this moment, okay? Next, we go to our sacral, and we're going to cleanse and clear out any blockages that have been holding you from your intuition, from your inner guidance. And go ahead and just move with me. Move your hands over this space, forward and back. Clear it all out. Nice deep breath into your sacral area. And when you're ready, you can decide if you are going, okay? Are you going to leave your, or are you going to close it? Either choice is perfectly fine. Know that you are honoring yourself in whichever you choose. As we move up to the sacral, maybe doing some roundabouts, really getting some alignment in here. Opening this space, healing out anything. So I really love to pull cords, okay? This is a whole other thing. We're going to pretend that we're going to grab all of these cords, and each of these cords is somebody that we are connected to. Husband, children, coworkers, friends, family, people that we've been holding on to and codependently, creating space with for a long time, okay? All of them. They don't need to be attached to your empowerment. You do not need to control them anymore. You do not need to overgive to them anymore. What you need to do is release their energy so that you can support them as a whole being, not attached to them energetically, okay? So we are going to pull the cord, re-grab with your other hand and pull, grab, pull, and do this. I like to dance with it. Do this until you feel the space emptying out. You might be able to actually breathe deeper. Pull the cords out. And when you feel like you have pulled enough of the cords out, one more grab. So holding on to the cords, create your energetic scissors, and you're going to go in between your body and your hand and cut those cords. Okay, hold on to them. And all the cords of the people that have been in our solar plexus, who we love deeply and care for, which is why they were there in the first place, and even the person at the market that we smiled at that ended up shooting into our solar plexus because they took some of our energy, all of the people that have been feeding off of us or creating space within us, or we've been holding emotional space for, or very much holding on to and letting them suck and drain our energy, we are just going to release them to their highest and best. Thank you so much. I now release you in your highest and best. Now feel this space. Feel how much more open and allowing it is, okay? And now you may open or close your solar plexus however you want. If you close it, you're not going to have as many people when you're out and about coming in and settling in there, okay? So if you get really drained by grocery shopping or going out or being around a bunch of people, just before you go out, just energetically, I choose to close my solar plexus so that I may stay whole and not absorb anybody's energy and just feel my own presence. Very much a simple, intuitive gesture like this is wonderful. Next, we are going to our heart. Our heart is very much the front and the back, and we really want to open up this back space, a lot of energy. So opening this up and really creating, I like to kind of swim with it, really opening up both the front and the back, create a swimming gesture, very much opening, opening, opening. There is a lot of trauma that is being held in the heart, and we're not going to get into that today. If you'd like to sign up for a session with me, go ahead and PM me, or I just posted a post in the Facebook group about how to get all the recordings of this, and the link to post an appointment with me is there. Okay, so just know that this is going to be somewhat of a superficial level of healing. We are not going to get into a lot of the traumas that is held in this space. If you'd like more of that, there is the Remembering Your Magical Self group recordings that have, as we've loosened up, we're going to open, 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 breathe, 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 and allow it to release. And then you decide if you'd like it open or closed. Okay, your choice. Next, we move up to the throat. We move up to the throat, and I really like, for this, I like to really like, if your hair is up, let your hair down. Like really get your neck moving. Do some like head banging. Really like loosen it. Don't make your neck hurt, but definitely get yourself to like move your neck. So much of our neck issues and tightness, just about like, when was the last time you whipped your hair around like this? I mean, move freely. Okay. Oftentimes with the throat, I like to just do a really loud voice thing. Clear it out. Clear it out. Get some noise to come out, and you're going to be that much more able to speak and create communication skills that work effectively. Okay? Clear it all out. And when you're ready, open or close. Whichever you choose, either is perfect. It is now your choice. You no longer need to have it blocked, but you get to choose whether you want it to be open or close, whichever you feel safest with. Okay, next is the third eye. And this is very much this like, in this space, if you get migraines, if you get headaches, if you get sinus issues, up here, this is very much the third eye. This is this ability to have a clear vision, knowing who and what around. And anything, flick it down. This is sometimes, it's not necessary by any means. None of this is necessary by any means, but it is fun, and it does kind of create some movement and creation within ourselves. Okay? Last is the crown. And for the, I'm rooted, I forgot. Okay, I'm a tree, I would have fallen over just then. Okay, lastly is the crown chakra. So pull the sunshine or the light source. Imagine this light filling your entire being. And just feel how much more alive your entire body is feeling. Loose, and feel how loose, possibly relaxed. You might feel very specific muscles now that you can send that light to and work their way in there. Take some nice deep breaths as you have now cleared out so much of the stagnation. I have found a few tinctures that I now make that help also with stagnation. Again, the energetic layer is the first level of defense, but sometimes our physical bodies also have this buildup already in them. So eating lots of fruit today, drinking lots of water, eating things that will definitely flush your system out will definitely help with this whole process. So this was our session for the day. I hope you enjoyed moving around a little bit. Again, we are going to be doing, I'm going to be making a bigger announcement, but on Monday, I'm going to post a poll about what would be the best time for everybody to have a private webinar with you guys, and it'll be in a separate space so that I'll be able to see everybody that is in there. We'll be able to have a live chat. I'll be able to pull people up through video and actually have healings right there if you need to go through and go into deeper into any of these healings. We'll be doing that on Monday. All I am asking for is a small donation, whatever feels comfortable, small or large. You can give a large donation if you want. I'm asking for a donation to be a part of the Zoom webinar that we're going to be doing on Monday. The link is in the Facebook group, and you will also receive all the recordings from the past 5 days, plus the link to join in the Monday webinar for the group healing experience. So if this is something that you've really been enjoying doing, I've absolutely loved sharing this with you every day. And if you would like, again, the recordings and to join in the live webinar, you can click on the link. I'll put it in this feed as well. And it really is just an energetic exchange of you donating energetically for me donating energetically to you. So if you've enjoyed this, I really hope you have. I've been absolutely loving hearing your experiences and how much transformation has changed. It's really exciting to me. So much of an issue because we're going to be using a completely different platform. So blessings to you, and I will see you Monday. Please share about your experience from the past 5 days. And again, we're doing the giveaway. I'll announce the giveaway winner next week after we do all of this fun stuff together. All right, have a blessed and wonderful weekend. You have until Sunday to watch all the recordings, and if you want to get them so that you have them forever, I'll post the link so that you can donate to receive that. All right, goodbye everybody. Thank you so much, and I'll see you Monday. Beautiful friend.